sleep, but the shirt on your back's a bit small. Hey you, yeah, your colors are changing. The world ain't half bad after all. Na 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 na.
The moonlight shines so bright. I wish that I could close my eyes and drift into a comforting sleep as I lie here beneath my sheets, thinking about what could have been and all the moments that I've missed. But one thing that I'm sure of is that you are the one, the only one for me. It's hard to sleep at night. I lie here waiting for the sunrise while I'm contemplating my life, and I still can't close my eyes, thinking about what could have been and all the moments that I missed. But one thing that I'm sure of is that you are the one, the only one for me. I do worry over every situation, the feel desperation. All that matters now is that I really know that you are the one, the only one for me. I know that I haven't been who I was. I am supposed to be the one you can trust. I feel so useless 'cause I let you down. I hope there's some way I can make it alright, 'cause I know that you deserve much more than this. If you give me one more chance, I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I want you to know that I'm lost without you. I'm not without you. I hope I can show what you mean to me, 'cause I don't know what to do if you go. I just don't know what to do if you go. I've been so selfish and made you believe that you're not good enough, but you're all I need. I take you places that you've never been. I would give you the world if you let me try again. Yeah, just give me one more chance. I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And try my best to always be there. And I want you to know that I'm lost without you. I'm known without you. I hope I can show what you mean to me, 'cause I don't know what to do if you go. I just don't know what to do if you go. Killing time, Friday night. Found a photograph of us without cares and worn out clothes. Doesn't seem so long ago. Now I'm just sitting here bored at home, and it really got me thinking of the times we took off on the road. I can't remember where we headed that night. We were cruising around town in Memphis, running the lights. I just know how it felt. I won't forget that. Windows down and open top. But we were clever not to take it too far, though it's hard not getting tempted. Calling you up to see how you've been, 'cause don't I miss you and all those things we did back then. Way back then. It's funny how times roll by. Is it 12 years since last time? Where'd you go? What's the score? Did you find what you were looking for? I never see you anymore. I can't remember what we did that day. We were blowing up steam in Paris, but I wanted to stay, 'cause I know how it felt when we raised hell. I won't forget that. But we were clever not to take it too far, though it's hard not getting tempted. Calling you up to see how you've been, 'cause don't I miss you and all those things we did back then. Way back then. Killing time, Friday night. Found a photograph of us. I can't remember what we did that time. We were spending one night in Venice. It just slipped my mind. I just know how it felt. I won't forget that. Windows down and open top. But we were clever not to take it too far, though it's hard not getting tempted. Calling you up to see how you've been, 'cause don't I miss you and all those things we did back then. Way back then. Way back then. He was 16, holding her hand. They were wasting all the time they had. They were building big wonders they knew. Time stayed as long as they wanted, remained as much as they needed. The world flies around me with you. Won't you be mine forever? Stay here together, we can nurture each other. Find us another world to be. All the beauty we'll see. Won't you sing me a song and take me among the flowers? We'll grow, we'll conquer the world. These
shining in the distance, beaming, leaving all reason behind. Let's be here and stay. Let's stay here forever, be here together. We could nurture each other, find us another world to be. All the beauty we'll see. Won't you sing me a song and take me among the flowers we'll grow? We'll conquer the world. These feelings will remain with me. Won't you be mine forever? Stay here together, we could nurture each other, find a different world to be. Hope it's beauty we'll see. I'll sing you a song. It's taken so long. The flowers we've grown are standing alone. These feelings have remained with me.
I used to stay up all night trying to find my place, chasing neon lights and looking for some kind of trace to lead me out of darkness, give me a little faith, something to make me stronger, someone who could light the way. Then you came to me and you gave me reason. I almost can't believe it. Every time we touch, I feel at home. There's no way I'd ever let you go. When you put your hands in mine, I know I'm gonna be alright. I don't know what you do to me, but I feel like I am way up in the sky. When you put your hands in mine, I know I'm gonna be alright. 'Cause when we touch is when I really come alive. Yeah, 'cause when we touch is when I really come alive. Yeah. I don't know anybody that could compare to you. The way you're always smiling, the way you light up a room. I couldn't live without you, not even if I tried. 'Cause every day I'm with you, I'm flying over the clouds. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm flying over the clouds. And I'm not coming down. Every time we touch, I feel at home. There's no way I'd ever let you go. When you put your hands in mine, I know I'm gonna be alright. I don't know what you do to me, but I feel like I am way up in the sky. When you put your hands in mine, I know I'm gonna be alright. 'Cause when we touch is when I really come alive. When we touch is when I really come alive. I couldn't be without you now. I just can't see how, not even if I tried. I couldn't be without you now. I just can't see how, 'cause I need you by my side. Every time we touch, I feel at home. There's no way I'd ever let you go. When you put your hands in mine, I know I'm gonna be alright. Yeah, I don't know what you do to me, but I feel like I am way up
I thought it would be like poetry, that feeling of when eyes meet. They said it would feel so easy, like how a bird takes to the trees. They've written the songs and films and books of how it would take just one timely look to dance and fall your way into love. And that's how you'll know he's the one. It feels like way back when. I wish I had known it then. There's no such thing as a soulmate, 'cause love is what you make of it. I think I've got a taste of it. I wish I had known all of this before. I wish I had known, but at least now I know. I thought summer vacation would never